Hello, this is Sir Patrick1C here with another video. Today I am going to show you the Nightland Knights mod I've been working on, the current progress, where we're at. So first I'd like to start with the fact that all of the cities, the names, have been changed. Ignore that little blip there. Seaton is replacing Suno, Cliff's Watch replaces Provin. Seaton's, remember, is its own faction over here. Nightland is its own faction. These two do not replace any of the others. The same with the Eastern Kingdom, but they do have the cities that have already been there. So Neocon City replaces Durham, Coalbridge replaces Uxel, and Eclipse City over here, Nightland's capital, replaces Veluca. And then down here, Vineland City replaces Jokala. Ultramontanus basically just means beyond the mountains. That replaces Yalen. And Vineland replaces Rhodox. Seaton, Nightland's Eastern Kingdoms over here where I am, has Neocon City as its capital. That is that's its own civilization, basically. Up here, Kingdom of Northland replaces, maybe I can zoom in a little bit. Kingdom of Northland replaces basically the Norse kingdom that's up here, typically. Boyerlands replace Vajir, basically becoming a more Russian type civ. Russian-like, I should say. And then Naga, not Naga, I apologize. The Great Khanate replaces the Kirkuk Khanate, and please note that the Saranid Sultanate has now been replaced by the Desert Khanate, which are basically just going to be the same types of units that the Saranid Sultanate had, with a few mixed in from the Great Khanate. So, storyline for the Nightland story. The Great Khanate and the Desert Khanate are together in it. They're typically one team. Here it's just standard vanilla box, so that's not the case. Might be subject to change. Kingdom of Vineland is south of Kingdom of Nightland. They're typically the Italian type faction. Rhodoc units are pretty much basically still there. There are probably a few altercations, but there's not many big changes yet, so they might have a few knights in there at some point. Kingdom of Nightland has their own unit tree, same with the Eastern Kingdom and Seaton. The original release for this mod does not have the full upgrade paths for the Eastern Kingdoms or Seaton, unfortunately. That is because I apparently only left the one upgrade path and completely forgot to upgrade them. But the units are there, so it happens sometimes. That's the alpha release though, so that's why. First one for alpha. The next release will include the full unit paths for Recruit to the Elite Warrior for the Eastern Kingdom, and from Fisherman to the Conquistador for the Seaton. And then there are also Archer paths that go from Archer to Arbalist for Seaton, and Archer to Headhunter for the Eastern Kingdom. So that is just a little FYI. Other new units to note, there is something called a Black Bandit, and normally travels with the bandit groups. Just a type of thing. The bandit camps now have a bandit chief and perhaps a black bandit leader. You will see that once you play the game though, so don't worry. I will not reveal the secrets of those units now. Just the names and the fact that they are there. Those are there, they do work. What may or may not work, I am not entirely sure because I have not yet seen it, is the Black Bandit camp. The Black Bandits, they're just people in like black armor. It's not very big, black leather, hoods, that type of thing. the chief, or sorry, not the chief is for the regular bandits. The leader for the Black Bandit camp is the, he has black armor on, he has a sword, it's like a standard, like, possibly rogue noble, you could say. His storyline behind the Black Bandits, they're a group within the Kingdom of Nightland because of the game having, like, black armor and the Nightland helmets. That's just like their colors is black and yellow and white. It's not anything too surprising. They're basically just a rogue group formed off of that, like the bandits specific for that region. Now they are still located within the same region as the regular bandits in like the Swadian type atmosphere because that's also where Nightland is located. So that is, Nightland is down here, and the old Swadian kingdom replaced by Cliffswatch is here. Now for territory means, Kingdom of Nightland is typically the center of the map, it's considered. The Eastern Kingdom is over here, Nightland will technically eventually go, likely, story-wise. And then over here, this is all considered the Western Kingdoms. You have Cliffswatch and Seaton, those are two major ones. Might throw in another minor one, possibly up here. I'm not entirely sure, up near the mountains. Maybe another one over here, don't know. Perhaps a city called Riverton, who knows? And then Vineland down here, like the Italian peninsula, it's Vineland. Vineland City is overlooking water here over the cliffs. Boyerlands up here, typically self-explanatory. Didn't really need to move Aegir very much at all, if even. And then the Norse, same type of area. Northern, mountainous, up with all the rivers up here. And then you have the Kurgan Khanate, Steppeland, Desert Khanate, desert, self-explanatory. Now, notice how Cliffswatch has some settlements scattered throughout. This is going to be changed over. These are going to be split up between... Actually, I think I'm just going to have this all be the Eastern Kingdom over here. All these switched over. Maybe this one become Khanate, and this one maybe Boyerlands. I'm not entirely sure on those two yet. Balt and Rindyar. So that pretty much sums up castles, civs, or sorry, not civs, factions, and units at this point. So I'm just going to show you starting gear. If you take the Squire path, especially, you will get black armor, Kurgan leather greaves, the black helmet, the crossbow shield, a bastard sword, and I think you also get the other typical starter gear, which includes the horse, the crossbow, the bolts, and a somewhat destroyed round shield. I didn't feel like taking that out because I thought, hey, maybe the player would want a little bit extra money or trades for some extra like training or something like that once they start, but perhaps they'll use that instead, who knows. Left optional, available. So that sums up the mod at this point. The current progress, as you can see here, I'll zoom in here. You have Commander Greaves, which is one of the noblemen for the Eastern Kingdoms. You have you can see the Eastern Archers. Now, why it has an Eastern than Necron? Necron is the tribe that is in the East, but their warriors are typically the more elite status, so the ones that come before them, I just consider it the Eastern, whatever type of unities, Eastern Militia, Eastern Archer, etc. And that is typically what you would see, because it goes to low level and then into the high level within the actual clan group itself. Alright, please remember, Nightland is led by King Charleston at this point of time, and I hope that if you guys decide to check out the mod for the Nightland, Rise of the Nightland Knights on ModB, that's moddb.com, be sure to give it a go, and I hope you enjoy it. And if you are interested in being a tester for this mod, I can't really pay necessarily for people trying out the mod, but if you would like to try the mod and give me your feedback or some suggestions, there is a Discord group as well that you can request to join on Modby or by posting a comment on this YouTube video. Alright, please leave a like, please subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed this video.